Hi, my name's Jane. I'm a ward volunteer at Yeovil District Hospital on Ward 7B. I started volunteering at Yeovil District Hospital at the start of COVID, and it gave me the opportunity to give something back and to help. And I've carried on doing that now for nearly 4 years. It gives me an opportunity to give something back to the hospital. I've had family and friends who have been helped in the hospital. It gives me a routine, it gives me purpose. I get a lot of social interaction from patients and staff, and that's really beneficial for me. And it brightens up my week, to be honest. I think I enjoy most the contact with patients whilst I'm doing something practical. I get to meet so many different people, and I often see the progress that people have made, which is lovely for me to see. And just that brief social contact with people, I get a lot from. Oh, I definitely think it is. When I'm been volunteering, I've done a number of different roles and the opportunity to do many others. So I've worked on a ward, and I'm doing that currently. I've worked in an office, I've worked in meet and greet, and there's many different roles that you can try. So it gives you an opportunity to try different things out. But also, say on the ward, I get to see everybody in action. So I see what a physiotherapist, an OT, what the doctors are doing. So obviously I'm not doing those sorts of things, but I can see what it actually means to work here. And it's certainly opened my eyes into many different roles that are available in the NHS. So yeah, definitely. I think actually how much I appreciate being part of a team and being part of an organisation that, as I wasn't working at the time, I realised how much I missed that. So when you volunteer, certainly in Yeovil District Hospital, you become part of a team, both of the volunteers and the area that you're working in. So on the ward, they call me a team member, which is lovely to hear. And I certainly wasn't expecting that feeling of inclusion, I think. Okay, so when I come in first, I usually find a locker, if I'm lucky, and put all my stuff in. And then I'll check the ward. So I'm looking for full linen bags, the dirty linen bags, and I try and make sure that all of those have been emptied at the beginning of my shift and put new ones in. I'll check for any dirty dishes or trays left over from breakfast and do a bit of tidying up if I see that's necessary. I'll make beds. Sometimes I can, because I've been doing it for a while, know when it looks appropriate, but I'll always check with staff and I'll make as many beds as I can. I spend a lot of time talking to patients, not usually indirectly when I'm making their bed, asking how they are, trying to give a bit of social interaction. Once the wards sort of finish the bed making and washing stage of the day, I'll make teas and coffees and hot drinks for the ward. So I do go in each bay. I tend not to take the trolley. There is a trolley that you can take, but I don't tend to do that. I'll just ask a couple of patients, go back, make their drinks. Once that's finished, that's a good part of the morning done. I'll then check the linen trolleys again, see if there's anything I can, maybe some clean linen on there, clean pyjamas, or restock. I would definitely try it. One of the things that surprised me about volunteering at Yeovil District Hospital was the amount of support that I received from volunteering team, and also the opportunities because there are so many different roles. And if you're not sure, I've been talking about being a ward volunteer, but there are lots of different roles, and it's an opportunity to try things out. And if you really don't get on in a certain role, then the team are very supportive about changing roles. It's only boosted my confidence in terms of finding that I could do things that I didn't realise that I could do. But also that I know that if I'm not happy or things change in my life, that I have the support to say, no, you can have a break or you can try something different. So yeah, go for it.